Right now, millions of gardeners across the country are throwing away one of the most powerful organic fertilizers that money can't even buy, because it's already free. It has been sitting in the kitchen every single morning, and most people never think twice before tossing it straight into the trash. That stops today. Used coffee grounds are one of the most nutrient-dense kitchen scraps a home gardener can get their hands on. They are packed with nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus, the same three core nutrients found in commercial fertilizers, except this version costs absolutely nothing. Most gardeners who spend money on store-bought fertilizer bags are literally throwing the free version away every single morning without realizing it. The first step is the simplest one. Stop throwing the grounds in the trash and start collecting them in a small container near the coffee maker. Any container works: a glass mason jar, an old plastic tub, or a bowl with a lid. Used grounds can be stored in the refrigerator for up to 2 weeks without growing mold, which makes it easy to build up a meaningful quantity before heading out to the garden. The paper coffee filter itself is fully compostable and can go directly into the compost pile. The most straightforward method is to sprinkle used coffee grounds directly onto the surface of the garden soil. A thin layer, no more than a ½ inch, spread around the base of plants and then lightly worked into the top inch of soil is all that is needed. Applying too thick a layer creates a crusty hydrophobic barrier that repels water instead of allowing it to soak through, so keeping the application thin and even is the right approach. Tomatoes, peppers, blueberries, and leafy greens respond exceptionally well to this method throughout the growing season. The second method is even more powerful when practiced consistently: adding used coffee grounds to an active compost pile. Coffee grounds are classified as a green or nitrogen-rich material in composting, which means they directly feed the microorganisms responsible for breaking organic matter down into finished compost. They pair perfectly with brown materials like dried leaves, cardboard, or straw to maintain the right carbon-to-nitrogen balance. Adding grounds to the compost pile 2 to 3 times per week accelerates decomposition and produces a richer, darker finished compost that transforms any soil it touches within weeks. Before moving on to the last two methods, and they are the ones most gardeners have never tried. If this video has been helpful so far, please take a moment to hit the like button below. It costs nothing, and it helps this channel reach more home gardeners who are looking for simple organic solutions. Now, let's keep going. Coffee ground tea is one of the most underused liquid fertilizers in organic gardening, and it costs absolutely nothing to make. The process is straightforward. Steep 2 cups of used coffee grounds in a 5-gallon bucket of water overnight, then strain the liquid and pour it directly around the base of plants the following morning. This creates a mild but effective liquid feed that delivers nitrogen and trace minerals directly into the root zone. Applying this brew once every 2 weeks during the growing season gives plants a steady, gentle nutritional boost without any risk of chemical burn or over-fertilization. What most gardeners do not realize is that used coffee grounds serve double duty in the garden. They feed the soil, and they deter common pests at the same time. Slugs and snails actively avoid crossing a border of coffee grounds due to the abrasive texture and the caffeine content, which is harmful to them in small concentrations. Sprinkling a ring of grounds around the base of vulnerable plants like lettuce, hostas, or young seedlings creates a low-cost, completely chemical-free protective barrier. This is especially valuable for gardeners who want to maintain a fully pesticide-free growing environment without relying on store-bought deterrents. There are 2 mistakes that regularly cancel out all the benefits of using coffee grounds in the garden. The first is applying them too thickly. A heavy mat of dry grounds creates a water-repelling crust on the soil surface that blocks moisture from reaching the roots below. The second mistake is assuming that every plant responds the same way. Acid-loving plants like blueberries, azaleas, and tomatoes respond best to direct application, while plants that prefer neutral or alkaline conditions, like asparagus or lavender, should only receive small amounts mixed deep into compost rather than applied directly to the soil surface. Understanding these 2 boundaries makes all the difference between results and disappointment. Used coffee grounds are one of the most overlooked and most effective organic inputs available to any home gardener. They deliver real nitrogen, improve soil structure, accelerate compost breakdown, feed plants through liquid application, and deter damaging pests, all without spending a single dollar. Every morning, the average household produces enough grounds to meaningfully benefit a raised bed or container garden. The only change required is putting them in a jar instead of the trash. Starting today, that daily cup of coffee becomes part of the garden's feeding routine, and nothing goes to waste. If this video gave a new perspective on something that was being thrown away every day, please give it a like. It genuinely helps this channel grow and reach more home gardeners looking for simple, chemical-free solutions. Subscribing ensures that every upcoming soil experiment, DIY fertilizer guide, and organic growing tutorial comes directly to the feed without missing a single one. And in the comments below, share what is currently growing in the garden. This community always has something worth reading.